Good morning, Mr. Args. You look enthusiastic and keen this morning.
I'm always keen to be here on Hanna, working away with you. We got lots planned again today.
We have. I think it was a bit of a false dawn when we said we had nothing to do at the end of last episode, because there's quite a lot to do, isn't it?
It is. We've rattled off a bit of a list, which includes getting the crops rolled, the ones we planted last time, liming the 2 fields we haven't touched yet, and possibly ploughing one, depending how the time goes.
Yeah, it's actually our biggest field, isn't it?
It is. So they're both actually quite big when you get down there.
Yeah, so, no, there's definitely enough to keep us going today.
Cool. So you were going to go down and do the lime spreading, I think, weren't you?
I was, and before we came on, just so the viewers know, we were slightly panicking about how long a distance it is to travel with the lime spreader, but it turns out our auger wagons work with the lime, so that's going to make the job a lot easier.
Yeah, we'll fill up one of those with lime. I still think you won't get it all done with just that, but it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting.
Cool.
So I'll go and have a play with the lime spreader. I think you're going to jump into the rolling, aren't you?
Yeah, you jump into doing that, and I'll go carry on getting that field rolled and do the other little one down over the way, and then I'll head down with the plough, depending how you're going.
Nice. Sounds good, Dogs.
Cool.
Right, we'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, give us a yell if you need the lime refilled or anything at any stage, 'cause I could always shoot down and do that too.
All right, sounds good.
All right, mate. Have fun. We'll catch you in a bit.
Yeah, you too.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Hanna, Indiana. And as we have said, we're going to go carry on with the rolling. We've got half of the field, the one behind us, to do, but we didn't plant, the FSG planted. And then we've got the little field down over the way, which won't take very long with that big roller. In fact, neither of them should take too long with the roller to get finished off. So we're going to go do that. There's FSG getting the spreader out now. He hasn't done any of the lime spreading yet, so it'll be good for him to get in there and have a go. We're just going to come straight back out here because of course the roller is still just sitting out here in the field. I'm going to try and load up the planting GPS course we used last time, because obviously that was what we used, and it should be able to carry on with that pretty well. But here we are, get that hooked up and connected, and we should be able to jump straight into this. Let's just have a look. Yes indeed, right, that's going to work very well, and we've got these big fat tyres on this, so compaction is not going to be an issue. So I'm just going to load the GPS course and we will get going. Alright, there we are. That looks like that is all set up now. The lines don't quite line up, but they're about as close as we're going to get as we run around the headland, because of course, remember, the roller here is wider than the planter, and the planting width of this field is actually widest at the other end, which is why it looks like it overlaps a little bit here. We can't use the GPS along this edge. It's just not quite straight. There we are. We are all set up and going, so we're going to get those lines turned off. I'll run around the headland here once, and then we'll go and work down on the other side and get all that finished. So I think there's nothing more for this than jumping straight into a little bit of a time lapse. Hopefully we'll get a chance to work with FSG once we get into the ploughing and spend some time on the same field with him. So we'll just get into it and see you once we're done. just on the last little part of this field. This was just a little section that we didn't do when we did the headlands. It was the last run we did before we picked the roller up last time. So once we get to the end here, we should be done in this field, which is good. Then we've only got the little field on the other side of the road from the farm that we need to go over and do as well. Now I haven't checked up on FSG too much. He was making good progress though, so I think we'll probably, imagine we'll probably get into the ploughing and that before he is able to be finished, and then I think with that, so we were going to do that. We'll get this all folded up, probably put the wheels down and we'll just roll it back across the field and head on down to the yard, fold things up, head on over the road and go and get that last little bit done. And that should be all the rolling, because our next fields are going to be corn and I don't think we need to roll those. So it'll be us all done, for, well, definitely for this season, because it will be spring, or winter first of course, and we won't be doing any planting till spring. So let's just wait and see. We'll head over the road though. Over here we're just getting the roller unfolded. Be a little bit careful there with the train tracks. I missed those. Not going to be able to get right down here into the bottom of the field. That's alright. We'll survive not having that little bit there rolled. Now I was just looking at the map just to check our progress in field 12. We did a pretty good job covering everything, just a little bit around the edges, and you can't quite tell, but I think if I change to this view with the crop destruction with the stubble there, so FSG's probably about halfway across that field, so he's got a wee way to go yet on 33, and I think 15 as well still to go, so a little bit of time to spend lining fields. But by the time we're done, in fact, that up, we already put it down. We had already put it down. Here we are. We'll carry on. We'll get this one here rolled, and then we'll be able to go and make a start on the ploughing.
FSG to Args.
Go ahead, mate.
So I'm coming back for my second load in the auger wagon. It's eating lime, so just conscious of money.
Right.
Do you want to? Do we want to lime that second field now because it's already ploughed, or do we want to hold off because I think we're going to go from about 90 to 50 grand?
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe we hold off if we want to invest in some pigs sometime soon.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to hold off. We don't want to be going to the bank manager cap in hand at this stage.
No, fair enough. All right, how's the rolling going? I can see you just ahead of me there.
Yeah, I've just moved into this field, so not too much more to do, and I'll be into the ploughing. How's things going in your neck of the woods?
Did you just see that guy pull out on me?
He just pulled out right in front of you, didn't he? Bloody drivers, eh? No respect for an agricultural vehicle.
I swear he was going to turn the other way.
Here we are, this is the last of the rolling done, which is good. Complete with the flickering trees, which can't decide whether it's winter or autumn. And your leaves are going through a little bit of a psychedelic moment. Anyhow, we'll get turned around, we won't worry about those, and get things folded up, head on back down to the farm. Now, you would have heard FSG's only going to bother liming that one field, otherwise he's going to be there forever, and we are going to chew through a lot of lime. I think he's already spent about $27,000 on lime. I think we started off at 90, and we still want to buy some pigs and get those up and growing down at the hog barn. So we want to save some money to make sure we can afford to do that. And of course, we're going to winter. We need to make sure we've got some money in reserves. We do have some barley to sell, though. We do have to remember that. So let's get this folded up. Head on back down to the yard. we'll give it a wash off before we park it up, and then we'll go and get the plows up and ready to go. We've got the tractor done. We'll just get all the dirt here off the roller. It picks up a lot, very, very filthy. Probably left over from when we rolled those first few fields in the rain. It got a bit sticky and picked up some of the dirt. Haven't cleaned it off since then. But we'll get this done, and then I reckon we'll go get it parked up, and then we'll pull out both the versatiles. I think they're going to be best for hooking up on the plows. So we'll get them set up. We'll get FSG's plow set up as well for him. So when he gets back from doing the lime, he doesn't have to mess around sorting out tractors or anything like that. But we'll just get this all finished off and parked up. The fence away, the versatile is out, and we've got this one hooked up here to the 2410 5-section plow. Already got the other tractor here all hooked up as well. It's all ready to go for FSG when he's finished. And back over here, we can head down the road and go and see where he's been working. Check out how far across that field he is with the lime. And we'll just get straight into ploughing, I think. Get a good head start on that. So once he's finished and comes over and joins us, there shouldn't be too much more to go. So we'll see you over at the field. Well, I'm just going to be very cautious coming along here to the intersection because no one looks like they slow down around here. Yep, he's just going to go straight in front of us. Look at that. Now what? You going to stop? No. And carry on. Gosh. And we're getting into a very narrow section here with this big plough on the back. It doesn't leave us much space on the edge of the field. But this is our cornfield. It genuinely is tiny. That's going to take all of 10 minutes to harvest with one harvester in there. That's not going to take too long, but it will give us some corn that we can go to use to make some pig feed, which will be good. We can get started on some pigs. That is the plan with that. And we do have the next field up here is the field that FSG is working in, and the field we're heading to start ploughing on. Now, I haven't actually been down here, but it looks like a little bit of a waterway here on the right, which doesn't actually mean we've got access through here. But there's FSG. You can just see him in there. Looks like he's been round the field once, and he's making his way across. Can't have too much more to go, but I think there is an access into the field right down the other end, if I'm not mistaken. He is chewing through that, which is good. Yes, here we are. Up on the right here is our field access. So we'll just give this a nice wide berth, but rough. I'll just get in here and get a little bit of landscaping going on here. Let's just be popped down in there. Then we've got the big horsepower tractor out, but let's head on over. We'll go and see FSG first, and we'll figure out where we're going to go and make a start on this. Probably on the other side of the field where he's already limed, and we'll do the headlands around last to try and avoid too much compaction on the ground that we've covered. Looks like that auger wagon's working out very well for him though. Good. And there we are, just getting some lime up there into the hopper. Can't see it going in, but I'm assuming it is. Yes, there it is. Before he's got the auger back up.
Hello, mate.
You going alright?
Yeah, doing well.
Good.
Making progress now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I've got the other tractors all hooked up and ready for you to go when you get back over there, so I guess I'll just make a start.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh yeah, go start at the bottom and work your way up. That'd be cool.
Okay, sounds good. Need to do a little bit of work on that vehicle access or field entry. It's a bit rugged.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a large bump in it, but yeah, I'll fix that another time.
Yeah, nothing this big kit can't handle. Right, go.
Have fun, mate.
For that, just looking at the precision farming score. pH value is perfect. Nice. Good to see, good to see. Alright, well, I think on that, we're just having a look around. We'll go down and start on the other side and get going. We'll just get things unfolded, and I'm going to set up a GPS course along this edge, but I'm not actually going to do the first pass. We're just going to run this along here, get it set up, and then we'll move over a couple of passes, which will leave us some space to do a 2-pass headland. So once this is all unfolded, make sure we've got the GPS configured, so we'll just set our width up there. Move over a little bit so we're right on the edge of the field. Just be mindful of that tree that's up there as well. I think that should be us about there, so set our first waypoint. Get along as straight as we can, because obviously this is going to dictate the next one. That looks pretty good right about there. Now if we just turn our lines on, let's make sure we've got the width right. That looks perfect. So, spin around, we'll move over 2 passes, so we'll be on row number 2, and we'll make a start on the ploughing. We will make sure we save the course as well, so when FSG is over here, he can jump straight into that one without any hassles. Turn around, find course number 2 on the GPS, or row number 2, there it is. Should be able to now drop that down. Start making some nice black dirt. Here we are, get this lime all chopped up and fold it into the soil, get the stubble and everything taken out. This was oats previously, so I've got some oat stubble there to get rid of. But there we are up and going. Which is good, so we'll just carry on, get some ploughing done, and hopefully, it doesn't look like FSG's got too much to do. Looks like just a couple of passes there. And they're shorter and smaller rows as he's got across, which is good, so he won't be too far away from coming over to give us a hand. Alright, looks like FSG has finished. I can't see him anywhere over there anymore, which is good. He will no doubt back here with the plough very soon. We've done a couple of passes, just skip rows for now. We'll either come back and fill those in as we go, or once FSG gets here, he'll be able to jump in and take those rows as well. This isn't actually going to take too long to plough with these big, can't remember how wide they are. Well, they must be a good 50-foot wide plough. Not going to take too long at all, especially going at 9 miles per hour, which is good. So we're just going to carry on here. We'll jump into a little bit of a montage, hopefully catch a little bit of FSG here with us, and we'll see you once we're all done. We're just shooting around the last little part of the headland here, and we are going to be all done. Now that has gone smoothly. It always goes smooth. Everything goes smoothly. It'll be a shock when I turn on and say something hasn't gone smoothly. So no real dramas, no real issues. Interesting field. It's nice to have something with a little bit of character, a little bit of shape, a little bit of contour and terrain in it as well. A little bit uneven, which is nice. Bit of variety compared to the fields we've got back at the main yard. So looking forward to getting in and getting some corn planted in this next season, or next spring. And we were just saying before, actually, while we were chatting, is we have this field of corn and the one over. The one straight in front of us is the other field we own, which needs a little bit of lime on it at some stage, but not a priority at the moment. But we have both of those in corn. We're going to have a rather large corn harvest coming up next season, so looking forward to that. But there we are. Let's get around here, try and dodge the tree. There we are, perfect. And we will be done. Get things folded up, head on back over to the yard, clean up, put away, and we'll be done. Be good. So we'll be back over there.
Good call fixing that bit. It was annoying me.
Yeah, it's a funny little thing. If you raise and lower the plough into it, it goes away. So gone. But that went well. It's a big field, 70 acres.
It is a big field, yeah. But I tell you, these big ploughs, you get through it very quickly, don't you?
We did. Yeah, no, it didn't take too long at all. And that pH value is looking perfect at the moment on my screen, so it's good to see too.
Yep, no, it was a worthwhile exercise for sure.
It was, it was. Right, well, that's been another productive one. We've got all the rollings done. That's all cleaned and put away, and this one's lined and ploughed, so not too much left to do now to wait for the weeds to grow, and our crops, of course.
And our crops, yeah, so I think that's what we'll see next time, isn't it? First growth stage on the crops, and probably, not even probably, 100% there'll be some weeds there.
Yeah, there will be, so we'll just have to figure out what we're going to tackle there, because we've only got the one sprayer, but we might have that corn ready to harvest, so maybe one of us could take care of that while the other sprays. But that's for next time. Not need to worry about it now.
Indeed. Right, let's run this back to the yard and get them clean.
Good man, I'll see you back over there.
Alright, bud.
I've strategically positioned myself behind FSG so he can find any cars before I do. See that one coming along there very fast, along in front of the irrigator. Is he going to wait for it? He is. Well done. Ooh, pops down below the terrain there just for a little bit. And we've got one coming from the left, which we will have to wait for. So hopefully he can get out and in front of it in time. He is. Force him to stop. And we'll be good to go after it, I think. Indeed we are. Right, let's get out of here. We'll turn our flashes on. Safety first. And head on back down to the yard. We should be able to pull up here beside FSG. I think the pressure washer hose should be long enough. Not, we'll let him get his done and out of the way and we can move a little bit closer. Here we are. Look at that. He's a happy man now with the pressure washer in his hand. Look at that emotion. Living the dream. Oh, he's even going to do ours for us. What a gentleman. We'll jump in here then and we can go and get this put away.
How slick are we?
It's not too bad, is it? We're getting pretty good at getting back to this big equipment thing.
It's where the fun is.
It is. It's like we've never left Texas. We better turn the flashes off on that tractor though.
I didn't know how to.
2 on your keypad, numpad.
See, I have a compact keyboard, so I don't have a
no numpad. Fair enough. Should use some dashboard. It has some pretty.
I need to go into some
things.
dashboard and turn it off.
Yeah. Alright, mate. Well, thank you again. Is it fun as always?
No, it was great. That was good fun. Nice way to start my Sunday.
Good. Well, have a good rest of your week. No doubt we'll catch up at some stage, and looking forward to doing it all again next week.
Yeah, sounds good, mate. Have a good one yourself.
Yeah, we'll do. Alright, take care. Catch you later.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Bye.
Bye. Alright, we'll head over here. We turn them on. Can't turn them off. There we go. No more flashes. Right. Well, there we are. That is us all done. So, we're just going to take a very quick look at the map before we leave. So there you go. 5 fields all nicely growing. We just tab across here. None needing rolling. I've got this field down here, 33. Doesn't need ploughing anymore. We jump across here and have a look at our pH. All of these looking pretty good. Just 15. Down a little bit. It's not even that far down either, though. 6.25, even some 6.5, so it's not actually that far off being in some pretty good condition. So I think we could probably just about leave it and it wouldn't hurt us too much anyhow. We do have to go and get the tractor with the auger wagon, bring that back over as well. But next time, hopefully, we'll be forward a few days. Hopefully we'll have some crops up out of the ground, possibly some weeds to deal with. See there, it does say weeds growing as we walked in, but not out in the middle of the field. Just some birds out there trying to eat the seed before it germinates, so hopefully they won't cause too much of an issue. But anyhow, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that episode. From the Farmson Guy and myself, we will catch you in the next one.